Hi everyone. Today we are back with some more of the Score Hobby Blaster boxes. Last time I opened two of them. I was able to get my hands on two more and wanted to rip them to see kind of what we get. What we noticed last time is all of the numbered cards we did get were the base cubic to 185. We did get a few jersey cards, no mystery redemptions, nothing. No autos. You can see here, rookie, look for a rookie signature green. So we're going to see what we get today. We're going to rip these two open. So I'm just going to open these up first and get the wrapping off of there. And then last time we opened up all the packs together. Today we're going to go one box at a time to truly just see the difference and like what would be the hits if you were to get one of these boxes. If you were able to find one of them at your local card shop, or you were able to get one online, like what does one box look like? Obviously it's going to vary between the boxes, right? You're going to get different cards in different boxes, but just kind of get a good idea of what you would expect. So let's take a look. Let's rip into this right box first. So you can see we're going to have 6 packs, 15 cards per pack. We'll just stack this one off to the side here. So we have our packs. Let's move this one. So let's take a look. So you see now we've opened, this will be our 4th and 5th box of Score Hobby Blaster boxes. They were together about the same price as a hobby box for Score 2025. Not looking at like the resale market right now, but when they were on Panini's website. So let's take a look at what we have here for this next box. We have a Jake Brenningstool, Abdul Carter, Brady Cook, Walter Nolan, and then we do have a TJ Watt on the franchise, Dwight Freeney on Men of Canton. We have an O'Marion Hampton Hot Rookies, and then we also have a Jackson Dart on the yellow Hobby Blaster exclusive. That's pretty cool. That's we'll see how Jackson Dart does this year. That could be a pretty decent card. On our base, we do have Mike Sanderstill, Michael Penix, Anthony Munoz, David Montgomery, Jamar Chase, Jacoby Myers, and Dak Prescott. All right, on to pack number 2. Still looking for those signature greens. I'm hoping to see one between these 5 boxes that we open. Let's take a look. We have Kyle Williams, Andrew Makuba, Travis Hunter on the base, Ja'Cory Brooks, and then we do have a Malik Neighbors on the Emerged, a Marvin Harrison on the franchise. We have a Shedeur Sanders on the Hot Rookies, and then we do have, oh, sorry, meant to put this one over in our rookie pile, Jimmy Smith on the yellow border. Followed by our base, Isaiah Pacheco, Justin Herbert, Robert Brazil, Jamin Sherwood, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Saquon Barkley, and Roschon Johnson. Okay, so far, we haven't seen any of our numbered cards. We have gotten the Jackson Dart on the yellow, kind of very parallel. That is Blaster exclusive. So on to pack number 3 here. We have Jalen Knoll. I don't know how to say his name. Emeka Ibuka. Woody Marks on our base rookies. We have Shedeur Sanders on the draft. We have a Jimmy Johnson on Men of Canton. A Harrison Smith on franchise, but we do have a numbered card behind. It's not a rookie. It is Dalton Kincaid. So again, we do have this is the base cubic. Now they're awesome cards. So just all we've pulled so far is to 185. On our base here, you can see Matthew Stafford, Eli Manning, Brock Bowers, and Jalen McMillan. All right, halfway through the box, this is pack number 3. We have a Caden Prather on the front, Ty Felton, Cam Ward, Savion Williams, and then on our draft, we have Abdul Carter. We have a Jalen Carter on the franchise, a Earl Campbell on Men of Canton, and then a Geno Stone on the yellow variation. Base, Baker Mayfield, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Geno Smith, George Pickens, Darnell Mooney, and Dalton Hillard. All right, on to our final 2 packs here. This pack feels like it's got something in it, so we're gonna go to this one first, and then we'll go back to that pack. It might be a memorabilia card or something in there. It just feels a little bit thicker than this one does for sure. So let's take a look at what we have here. I'd love to see just one of those red dots instead of the base cubic. So we have Caleb Johnson, Isaiah Bond, Shamar Stewart, Tyler Warren on our base rookies. We have a Trey Harris for our hot rookies right there. And those I meant to put over there. Mika Ibuka on draft night. And then we do have another numbered card here. Does not look like it's a rookie. It is Warren Moon in the base cubic to 185. So 176 of 185 there. And here is our base cards. Just go through them really quick. All right, on to our last pack. This definitely feels like there is a memorabilia card or something in there. Kind of see, it looks like it. So for our base rookies, Cam Scatterbo, Armand Menbo, DJ Giddens, and Omarion Hampton. And then we do have a jersey card here of Zoned In. And it looks like it's Dexter Lawrence on the patch card. Pretty cool patch, Zoned In. And we have Mike Evans on the franchise, Teteroa McMillan on the emerged, CeeDee Lamb on the franchise, and then a Dalton Kincaid. We pulled a number 1, but this one is the yellow. Here's our base right there. So that'll do it for pack 1. So that's kind of what you can expect. Let's take a look at our second box here and see what is in this one. So overall, between these 5 boxes or a hobby box, we'll see what's in here. My guess is that I would lean towards one hobby box. You get 200 cards, but you also have a lot more chances at numbered cards, lower numbered cards, things like that. That would be probably my choice between the 2. So we do have a Jada Barron, Colson Loveland, Terrence Ferguson, and then we do have a base Ashton Genty there. That's cool. We might have a patch card back here. We do, and it is Bijan Robinson. So on the stars, that's a cool jersey. Bijan's a great player. Excited to see what he does this year. Mecca Ibuka on the draft, a Richard Seymour on the Men of Canton. We do have a Myles Garrett on the franchise, and then a Ja'Cory Brooks on the yellow. There is our base cards right there. Go on to pack number 2 here. Take a look at what we have here. First card we have is Kyle McCord on the base, Shedeur Sanders on the base, Jack Sawyer, Will Campbell, all our base rookies. We have a Cam Scatterbo on the draft night. We have Caleb Williams on the franchise. We do have a Kellen Winslow on the Men of Canton, and then a Peyton Wilson on our yellow. Fly through the base there. All right, on to pack number 3. We have Matthew Golden, James Pierce, Cameron Williams, Mason Taylor. We have a hot rookies of Tyler Warren, a Shedeur Sanders on the emerged, a Christian McCaffrey, but we do, looks like another numbered card behind here, not a rookie. We have a Rashawn Gary out of 185 on that base cubic. And then here is our base. So far, I think we have one numbered card left, and we have not hit anything but the base cubic to 185. So not sure what those odds are. I know they're numbered to 25, the red dots. But yeah, haven't seen one yet. So we do have an Antoine Wells Jr., Jalen Royal, Kyle Monangai, Jadon Barron, and we do actually have a green signature of Gunnar Helm. So that's pretty cool. Was not expecting to see a signature out of these. I know it says you can, but they seem pretty pretty uncommon so far. So a Gunnar Helm auto, that is awesome. I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to sleeve that after we look at the rest of this pack. But we do have Travion Henderson, Mason Graham on the draft night, Isaac Bruce on Men of Canton, and then we have the yellow Denzel Ward. See here, here's our base. Let's do that. Let's sleeve this one up really fast. Cool to hit an auto, and especially that they're green, so kind of a different parallel auto. This is by far the biggest pull. So in the hobby box itself, you are guaranteed 4, right? So in 5 blaster boxes, that is the first auto that I've actually gotten. We can see here that green Gunnar Helm. All right, we got 2 packs left. We should have one more numbered card here. Hoping to see something other than those base cubics, but we have RJ Harvey, Donovan Jackson, Colson Loveland, Kyle McCord on our base rookies. We have Jackson Smith-Njigba on the face of the franchise, a Colson Loveland on the draft night, and then we do have a Drake May on the franchise and a Tajay Spears on the yellow. So the rest of these base cards, and let's jump into our last pack. This should have our last numbered card here. So hopefully we see red dots here. Kind of looking at it, it's looking like it is blue. So out of 5 hobby blasters, not a single card numbered lower than 185. So we do have Josh Simmons, Jake Brenningstool, Shedeur Sanders, Matthew Golden on the base rookies. We have a Devin Hester on Men of Canton, Alvin Kamara on the franchise. We do have an Ashton Genty here on the Emerge, but we do have a Jerome Bettis. So a Jerome Bettis to 185 here on that base cubic. Grady Jarrett, Cavante Turpin, JJ McCarthy, Diamador Lenore, Cameron Dicker, Jatavion Sanders, and Stephon Gilmore. So overall, not too bad. Considering they're $40 a blaster hobby box, significantly cheaper just to get one. If you do get 5 of them like I did and just open all of them, it's probably more worth it if you can get your hands on a hobby box for $200 rather than 5 hobby blasters, you know, but that's also a decision to, you know, take a look and see what that is. Overall, we got, what is that, 2 numbered cards per. So we got 10 numbered cards, all of them to 185. I think we got 1 rookie. We did get 1 score mystery redemption rookie. And then we also got this Gunnar Helm auto on the green, which is super cool. Outside of that, we got a lot of rookies, rookie inserts, things like that. So just giving you all an idea of what the difference looks like. You can see on the channel, we've ripped 2 hobby boxes. I think if I had to choose, if I was going to spend $200, I would probably buy a hobby box over the hobby blasters. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.